what's up? It's Nikki. For those of you who don't know me, for the rest of you who do, wagwan. I've been posting a lot of cooking or sort of cooking videos on my stories majority of the time when I feel bored, and I've been getting a lot of DMs from people to post it on YouTube or IGTV or Instagram Live. And so I decided, well, since we're all stuck at home and we're bored and a lot of us don't know how to cook, I figured why not take the challenge. So I wanted to share with you guys something quick, simple, and easy that you could do with me along with this video, or you could save and do it later, or you can go get the stuff and do it while you watch the video or whatever. But today I want to show you guys how I make pizza from scratch. So there's not a lot of stuff into this, but I'm gonna show you guys what you need for the length of this video, what you need for this recipe. A large bowl, I have a Pyrex, a rolling pin. You're gonna need, you don't need this, but I just saw it and thought it was so cute. Like, it's a serving pizza tray or something, and it came with this pizza cutter, so that's convenient. Or you could just get a pizza cutter by itself. You don't have to get the tray. Pizza baking sheet. That's a necessity because what else would you bake a pizza in? You're also gonna need a wooden spoon, and then a very, very large cutting board. And if you don't have a cutting board and you have like an island, I'm pretty sure you could use it on your island. And for the ingredients, you're gonna need water. So 3/4 cups of water, which I'm gonna go put in the microwave right now to heat up because we're gonna need that in a second. That in the microwave for a minute. And the reason why you need to heat the water up a little bit, not too hot, is because we're gonna be using yeast. And if the water is too hot, it might kill the yeast. So we need the water a little bit like lukewarm, to the point where you could use it from the tap or whatever you guys call it from your sink. We're gonna need salt, dried basil leaves, garlic powder, sugar, olive oil, measuring cups and measuring spoons, bread flour. Now, whoa. If you don't have bread flour, it's okay to use all-purpose flour, but for those of us who like our pizza a little bit more crispier, like crunchier, bread flour is the go-to. So this is what I'm gonna be using today, and I'm gonna go ahead and start. So we're gonna combine only 1 cup of the bread flour. So 1 packet of yeast in here. 1. And then a 1/2 teaspoon of sugar. I do 3/4 amounts of salt. 1, 2, 3. At this point, you can add the garlic powder and the dried basil leaf. Just a 1/4 spoon of dried basil leaf, a 1/4 of the garlic powder. Then I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and water. Stir that up so it becomes a little bit more together. You can gradually add another cup of your flour. That's good. So I'm gonna do this. Now, if only 2 cups of your flour doesn't really work for the consistency that we need, you can add about 1/3 more flour, just so your dough is not like too wet or sticky when you go to grab it with your hands. So unfortunately, a lot of restaurants are closed or out of business right now, and you can't get your cravings that you typically run out or Postmates to get. So why not run to your pantry, or I mean, while the grocery stores are open, hopefully they have all these ingredients in stock so you guys can make your own pizza. I'm gonna go ahead and use my hands to just knead it together. So it should be a little bit sticky on your hands. See how that's kind of sticking to my hand? So that is okay, but you just want it manageable. It's okay to be sticky as long as it's manageable, like it's not leaving residue on your hands. If it is, that's when you know you need to add another third cup of sugar, I'm sorry, flour, not sugar. Oh, I feel my bun coming out. This is the quarantine hairdo because your girl is not trying to go to a salon right now. I think this looks good. So what I'm gonna do is another bowl, this size is good, a pastry brush. This is as close to what I could find. A tablespoon of olive oil. Pour that in your clean bowl. And then brush it along the sides, up and around the bowl. Whoa. This is what my dough looks like right now. So that looks good. But what I now need to do is I'm gonna dust my hands a little bit with the flour. And that's good. Because I need to mold this into a ball. Okay. Now I'm going to transfer this to my olive oil. Now I am going to roll the dough in the olive oil. Now it's kind of like a flat circle. That's okay. And then you're gonna put it in a dry, room temperature area for it to rise. And that's gonna take about 30 minutes or so. Or you could just keep checking on it. And once your dough has doubled in size, that's when you know it's ready. So I'm gonna wrap this like so, with the saran wrap over it, and I'm gonna put it in, I'm gonna rest it in the microwave. And then once it's risen, I'll show you guys how to roll it out and get your toppings of choice and go from there. All right guys, so it's been about 30 minutes. So dough is well risen. And so I'm gonna go ahead and take that out right now. This is what it looks like. I'm not sure if you could see if it doubled the size, but it looks pretty good to me. So right now I'm just gonna go in with my hands to deflate it a little bit. So you just wanna poke into it, just a little bit like that. And then go back in with your flour. Just get it lightly, flour it over the surface like that. I'm gonna put this away to the side. And then we're gonna go in and knead the dough a little bit more to get it soft. And this is looking really good already. So I knead it a couple times just to get it soft and smooth. That looks good. This is what it looks like right now, and this is when you want to grab your rolling pin, because we're gonna need to roll it out. You really want to get into it, and we're gonna roll this out to like 12 inches, because we're making a 12-inch pizza. So I'm gonna roll this out and use your hands to form it out a little bit more. This looks more than 12 inches to me. So I'm gonna transfer the dough to my baking sheet, and I've added the parchment paper on top. Throw this on here, and then pinch the sides to make a crust. It's too big. Okay. About half a tablespoon of olive oil. I'll do a little bit more. Like that. That looks well coated to me. Now we're gonna use a fork to poke holes all over so it doesn't bubble when it's in the oven. All right, so now we're getting there, we're almost done. So this is what your dough should look like with all the holes piped into it. Now, time for the toppings. Just got a regular pizza sauce by Prego, and well, at this point you can add whatever toppings you want to. I'm just choosing to do pizza sauce and the usual pepperoni and mozzarella cheese. That looks good. Now I'm gonna do my choice of cheese, and I went with mozzarella. And I've made this before, so now I know like how much more to add in. Fresh pepperoni from the deli. They're really huge, like humongous slices. So I'm gonna throw a lot of this on there. You wanna set your oven to 425 degrees while you're doing this, so that it's preheated and ready to go once you're done with doing all this things. Looks so good. And a little bit more pepperoni. Jeez. So this looks good, and like I said, you're gonna put it in the oven at 425 degrees, and you're gonna cook this for about 13 to 15 minutes, but I'm gonna put mine in for 13 because last time I did it for 15 and it got just a little crispier. So this is the finished product, and I'll post the actual finished product after. All right, 13 minutes later, I got this pizza tray and a pizza cutter, and I'm just gonna go in and cut it. And there we go. But that's all there is. Homemade, fresh pepperoni pizza for quarantine and chill. Thank you so much for watching this video. Like, comment, and share this video, and maybe I'll do another one.